Welcome to Coin Value Guide, where today we're about to unlock the story of one such tiny treasure, the elusive and extraordinary 1906 United Kingdom 1 penny coin, a piece so rare and valuable that a single immaculate example once fetched an astounding $800,000 at auction. So, what exactly is it about this humble penny that makes it worth as much as a luxury home, a fleet of fancy cars, or even a private island? Let's explore the jaw-dropping journey of the 1906 1 penny coin and discover the secrets buried inside a simple piece of copper. At the end, you'll understand why collectors call it the holy grail of British numismatics, and why you'll never want to miss a video from Coin Value Guide, your passport to hidden fortunes and the captivating world of rare coins. Picture the world in 1906. It was the peak of the Edwardian era, a time when King Edward VII ruled the British Empire, a domain upon which the sun never set. The streets of London bustled with horse-drawn carriages. The first radio broadcasts crackled in makeshift studios. The echoes of Victorian grandeur still lingered in the air, even as the 20th century tiptoed forward. It's in this year, against this grand backdrop, that the 1906 1 penny was minted. From a sheer numbers standpoint, you might wonder, wasn't the British penny one of the most common coins of its time? After all, pennies were produced by the millions and passed through thousands of hands daily, buying sweets, rail tickets, newspapers, and the experiences of ordinary life. Yet sometimes, history throws us a curveball, the kind of twist that turns an everyday object into a legendary artifact. The first secret of the 1906 penny lies in its production. Compared to other years, the mintage figures for this penny were relatively unremarkable. So why is it so valuable? It's not about how many were made, but about how many remain in pristine condition. You see, copper coins like the penny were meant to circulate, rubbing against pocket linings and the sweat of generations. Most coins quickly lost their shine. They became marked, scuffed, and battered by a century of daily life. Only an infinitesimal fraction survived with their original luster intact, a flawless witness to the Edwardian world, untouched and untainted by time. Among these survivors, some remained tucked in the collections of kings, aristocrats, or astute numismatists, but perhaps only a handful could ever be considered mint state, the rarest of the rare, preserved as if time itself held its breath. Imagine for a moment stumbling upon such a coin today, one that had been sequestered since 1906, untouched by sun, sweat, and circulation. Its reddish-brown surface would gleam. The king's portrait, bearing every crisp detail of his regal profile, would be as sharp as the day it left the royal mint. The Britannia on the reverse, with her helmet and trident, would seem almost to step off the copper, undulled by the years. And it's precisely such a penny, in nearly perfect condition, that vaulted to an eye-watering auction price of $800,000, setting jaws dropping in both the coin-collecting world and the mainstream media. But rarity, my friends, is more than just a matter of preservation. Every valuable coin collects stories along the way, tales of politics, economics, human error, and historical upheavals. The 1906 penny is no exception. This coin marked the midpoint of Edward VII's short but influential reign. He was a monarch who symbolized a bridge between two worlds, the Victorian past and the rapidly modernizing present. To hold a 1906 penny is, quite literally, to hold the last breath of a vanished era, a time just before world wars, before suffrage shook the status quo, and before technology transformed the map. Coins minted under Edward's image carry the rich aura of a time gone by, each acting as a tiny time capsule. But the greatest mystery of our penny is how so few survived in such a remarkable state. Some theorists believe that a select group of coins was set aside at the mint itself, reserved as test strikes, ceremonial gifts, or specimens for international exhibitions. Others whisper about private collections passed down through secretive families, each generation waiting for the perfect moment to reveal their treasure. Whatever the truth, every pristine 1906 penny carries the whispers of its unique journey, and the suspense only adds to its allure. Let's talk about the design itself, because every detail tells a story. On the obverse side stands King Edward VII, his face stern and refined, surrounded by the Latin inscription, Edward VII de Gras, Brit, Omen, Rex Fid, Def, and Impe. A proud acknowledgement that he rules by the grace of God, is king of all the Britons, defender of the faith, and emperor of India. That single sentence, abbreviated yet powerful, reminds us just how vast and interconnected the world once was under the British crown. Flip the coin, and you'll see Britannia, the personification of Britain since Roman times, holding her trident with quiet assurance, an ever-watchful shield at her side. The symbolism here is no accident. She stands for stability, naval might, and a sense of unbroken tradition stretching back thousands of years. In 1906, as the world slowly shifted toward uncertainty, this image was a reassurance to millions. But let's dig deeper into the world that produced our legendary penny. Remember that the Royal Mint at the time was situated on Tower Hill in London, not far from the infamous Tower of London, a place rich with both history and myth. It was here, behind fortified walls and under the watchful eyes of master engravers, that coins of the realm were struck with a precision and artistry that remains unmatched even today. Each minting step was an orchestrated ballet. Engravers hand-cut dies with tools handed down for generations. Blanks of copper alloys were meticulously inspected. Deemed unfit, they never made it to the press. Only those meeting strict standards were stamped with the visage of the king and the emblem of Britannia. Even in 1906, there were rumors of rare mules, test pieces, and unique errors slipping through, sparking whispers among collectors and igniting dreams of fortune. Now, let's fast forward to the present. Imagine the moment when news broke that a virtually pristine 1906 penny was coming up for auction. A coin so stunningly preserved, so untouched by age, that experts debated whether it had ever seen daylight. Bidding started at a few $1,000s. Nervous glances bounced around the room. As the price leaped higher and higher, collectors and investors realized they were witnessing history. When the gavel finally fell at $800,000, the story made headlines around the world, and the legend of the 1906 penny reached a fever pitch. And here's the crucial lesson. Such discoveries are not just about luck. They're about history, research, and a finely tuned sense of what to look for. On Coin Value Guide, we're here to help you unlock these secrets. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, learning how coins are graded, understanding the context of each issue, and spotting the subtle differences between ordinary and extraordinary. That's how you take the first steps toward numismatic success. So, what sets the ultra-rare example of the 1906 penny apart from its millions of siblings? Let's break it down for you. First, condition is everything. The coin sold for $800,000 was graded at the very highest levels, a testament to its untouched brilliance. Second, provenance matters. Coins with storied lineages command higher premiums. Third, historical context, design quirks, and possible mint errors all skyrocket a penny from interesting to invaluable. But perhaps the biggest takeaway is this. Treasures like the 1906 penny are still out there, waiting to be discovered. Maybe it's buried at the back of a family heirloom box, or hiding amongst your grandparents' keepsakes. The next great discovery could be made by someone just like you. Remember, the world of coin collecting isn't just for historians or wealthy investors. Every coin tells a story, and every collector becomes a part of that story, preserving heritage, unlocking value, and carrying forward the wonders of our shared past. If you found this journey into the world of the 1906 United Kingdom 1 penny fascinating, imagine what else is out there. On Coin Value Guide, we unpack these mysteries every week, offering you expert tips, incredible stories, and the kind of insider knowledge you can't find anywhere else. So before you search your pockets, before you scour your family's old albums, make sure you subscribe to Coin Value Guide right now. Turn on those notifications. You never know when the next $800,000 penny might appear. and you don't want to miss out on your chance to make history. Stay curious, stay passionate, and let Coin Value Guide be your compass in the exciting world of rare coins. Who knows? The next legendary coin could be just around the corner, and with us by your side, you'll be ready to spot it. Thank you for joining this incredible journey through time, treasure, and the tale of the 1906 United Kingdom 1 penny. Subscribe now and let's discover history, one coin at a time.